Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. I think I accidentally turned my gain down a little bit, so I turned it a little bit back up to see where we're at, so if the audio is a little bit wonky on this one, I do apologize. Now, you might be asking yourself, Webweaver, where have you been in these last 2 days? And you didn't even call. Okay, I have something that I would like to show you, okay? I'm going to leak my live channel page, okay? So, I wanted to do one simple thing 2 days ago. I wanted to stream me doing fresh prog of M2S. And it was like late at night, so it would have been like a really late night AM stream. Just wanted to set it up real quick, get in there, maybe stream for like 3 or 4 hours and go to bed. That was Thursday. Then Friday rolls around, and I'm like, alright, I want to do this. And I mean, if we could get window capture on the screen right now, behold. I don't know why all these things are popping up when I'm just trying to scroll. There we go. So, if you could maybe take a look at what I was trying to do on August 9th, you might be able to see, and there's World of Horror right there. You might be able to see, actually, you didn't see World of Horror there. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Still can't see World of Horror? Whoops. Can you see World of Horror now? There you go, you can see World of Horror now. 1.02, I'm the jokey baby. Thank you so much for the support on that video. Anyways. What I'm trying to say is that I have been attempting to get a stream quality that looks good. Because, you know, you watch somebody on Twitch, or you watch somebody on YouTube, and they're streaming, and you watch their stream, and it looks fine. Like, it looks like they're playing the game. It looks good. And then I try to stream, and everything has horrible bitrate issues, artifacting, it's choppy. There's no reason why this computer shouldn't be able to do all the stuff that it should be able to do, right? I looked up, like, how to do 4K 60 FPS streaming for YouTube, right? And somebody was recommending, like, 30 series graphics cards and saying that a laptop with a 30 series graphics card can do that. And it's like, I got a 40 series graphics card in this bad boy. I should be able to do that. I mean, yeah, it's old, but I got a 5950X over here. That's a pretty good CPU. And here's the thing, my internet is immaculate. It's the biggest benefit of living in this place, is we've got really, really good internet. I used the bitrate calculator, and it was like, oh yeah, you could do like 70,000 bitrate if you wanted to. But I raised it above 30,000 and everything looks terrible. And it's like, well, I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Can I show you? Can I show you? Like, can I mute this somehow and just show you, like, what I'm looking at right now? I'm trying to find the, Alright, it might be loud. But, like, I'm sorry. Like, I just want to be able to, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see this when we go to window capture, right? But I mean, like, look at this. Look, this looks awful. Like, this is just a still frame, but, like, when you see spell effects, it looks terrible. You can't see anything. Like, look at this garbage. And this is the best that I could get after, like, I literally have probably spent in total, like, 8 hours messing with this. And it's like, this is the best that I could get, is this blurry goddamn mess. And, you know, don't even, like, speak to me if it's trying to be, like, you know, something that is, like, you know, higher quality. Because this is 1080p. This is 1080p and it looks bad. People were saying, oh yeah, lower the resolution so that it has more bitrate to work with so it'll look less blurry. Oh, hello. I didn't really think about that, did I? What the hell is... What is that thumbnail? What? Ready for the mission synthwave mix. People be putting anything as a YouTube thumbnail, bro. People be putting anything as a YouTube thumbnail. What the hell? Also, Sayu mentioned. True, bestie, true. $1 lawyer versus $1 million lawyer. What the hell are these YouTube recommendations? I mean, at least one of them's ASAP. I watched an ASAP short, like, 6 hours ago, so that makes sense. Unreal. Like, listen, the reason that synthwave mix is there with the totally not AI generated... Oh, shit. Okay. Which Totally Spy was it? I don't really remember their names, so I can't really guess. I want to say it was like, is one of them named like Clover or something like that? I don't know why, that's like what immediately popped in my mind. I have not watched Totally Spies in probably like 10, 11 years. I don't know, when did Totally Spies air? We're delaying the episode even more, but I'm curious now. Totally Spies. And you just go... 2001. Okay, so probably... But no. When did it air in the US, though? Because it debuted in France. The series was first shown in the United States on ABC Family, before moving to Cartoon Network. When did it move to Cartoon Network, though? Because it moved, apparently, to Universal Kids in the 6th season. Okay, this doesn't make sense at all. How the hell can it premiere in 2002 if it was first shown in 2001? Wait, was I correct? One of them is named Clover. It's Sam, Clover, and Alex. Oh my god, I did remember that her name was Clover. That's the only... that I did not remember Sam's name. I did not remember Alex's name. When did it air? That's what I want to know. So probably a lot longer than 11 years. It's ongoing? I mean, I knew it came back, but like I didn't know that it was still going. So it keeps saying France and Canada. France and Canada. It doesn't actually say when it aired in the US. But probably, like, I don't know. I was watching a rerun of it, like, 12 years ago. The movie was telecast in 2010, maybe? Something like that. Oh, it has a controversy page? The Parents Television Council, in their March 2006 report, noted that the show did not contain offensive language, but expressed nature over the violence of the show. Out of all the controversies, I wasn't expecting violence to be the #1. Like, it does list something about, a sunblock ad. But, like, damn. If we're talking Totally Spies, I would expect some much different things as controversies. But anyways, so it's 10 minutes and we haven't even begun the run yet. It's a great episode. It's a classic episode. A wonderful episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more 10-minute distractions. Although I guess some episodes... you could definitely describe 10 or more of these episodes as distractions. So, you know what? I initially misspoke, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. Who the hell have we not played? But anyways, the reason why that synthwave electronic thing was there with a definitely not AI-generated Clover from Totally Spies in a definitely not explicit outfit that probably shouldn't be a YouTube thumbnail. But you know what? There are a lot of things that probably shouldn't be YouTube thumbnails. I clicked on a... I don't even remember what it was called, but it was like a, was it a breakcore music playlist? I think it was. Ah, here we go. It's because it's probably because I clicked on Rare Sailor Moon breakcore mix, which is good, by the way. Banger alert. What on earth are some of these thumbnails? I need to get off YouTube. I need to close this webpage. I'm getting stun locked. EX2, 1 tank, 7 DPS, nah, I'd win, no healers. 6-minute kill, speedrun. What am I doing? I need to click the little X button in the top right of my screen. You don't need to do that. You need to definitely not press that button. Because I would like you to keep watching. Alright, there we go. We're free, we're free. Oh yeah, no, I opened... Aw, shit, I'm opening YouTube again. Because I wanted to see what we may or may not have played recently. So that's Mizuki Aiko. So not Mizuki, not Aiko, okay? Not Mizuki, not Aiko. Then we've got Miku. Unfortunate. I was kind of feeling a Miku run. Haven't played Ayaka in 8 days, apparently. Haven't played Haru in 9 days. We could do a Mimi run. We did 2 Haru runs pretty close back to back. But you know, I'm seeing somebody we've neglected for 2 weeks, and I think it might be time. It is true. Alright. I'm gonna pick random. We're gonna get Eldritch Parasite or Knight Errant, and then I'm gonna complain for the entire episode. And you're gonna be like, oh, it's another Yashiro complainer episode. Lock it in. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're still gonna complain, but not as much. This may not be classified as a Yashiro complainer episode. We could still complain, don't get me wrong. Oh, hello. Well, how could I complain when my dog is hanging out here? Okay, maybe I can complain a little bit because she's immediately, like, crushing my arm. Can you stop crushing my arm, please? Thank you. Like, I think I've described this before, but we have, like, a 2-chair setup where it's half of a chair that's broken because my old chair, I was sitting on it, it exploded, I almost died, it was very fun. That chair exploded and half of it is in the dumpster. But the other half of it is my dog's bed, essentially. And that chair is under the desk. And then my chair is, in front of the desk where a normal office chair would be. And that's my chair. And then she has her chair under the desk. And they're pretty close together, so I can use her chair as, like, a footrest. Or, like, to kick my feet up, And, so she climbed from her chair onto my chair, which is fine. And then she immediately jumped on my arm. And started crushing it. And then she started kicking my arm, too. Which was very mean. Just very mean, yes it was. Now she's just sitting on my leg. Which is a lot more tolerable. But, the wacky scenarios we get up to here in the Webweaver actual filler abode. Now she's just staring out the window. She probably, if I had to guess what she was doing, she probably saw someone in the window and she wanted to go outside because she was looking at the door. And so she probably wanted to go say hello to the person who was outside. And then, so she started trying to use my arm as a launching pad to jump off to the door. And then once I said, no, we're not going outside, she is now chilling. But she's also watching out there. Always watching. Always watching. Right, so how do you want to play a Yashiro run? You get empty bottle, that's very good. You like that opener. You're gonna get some money here. And, I mean, we might as well equip the bronze crucifix, because don't use it, you lose the run if you press use. Ain't that the truth? Me when, you just fell out of a coconut tree. You exist in the context of all that came before you, silly fool. Right. So, I'm a little bit nervous about this, because what's a good opener for Yashiro? Honestly... Alright, this has downsides and benefits. Honestly, I think what you want to do, and this is gonna seem crazy, I think we let Kana die. And we go to the history club and we get a Yashiro perk. I don't really care which one, as long as it's, like, usable. The thing is, you need to get some sort of advantage on Yashiro early, right? And I think you can do that through a perk. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That is exactly what I wanted to see. So yes, we're gonna let Kana die. That sucks. Yes, we're gonna light the candles. That's normally very bad, and I think it's very bad in this scenario, but we have max sanity, we need EXP, we need perks, we're playing Yashiro, everything is dog. We're gonna go ahead and run away here, because I forgot to get a weapon, and honestly, we'd probably run away from Gigolo anyways. Not a fun fella. Honestly, send me in here, and if we need to sell it, we need to sell it. This is probably the worst weapon you could get, because you are always going to, whatchamacallit. You're gonna take so long to level up. But I guess strength is really good, and the speed's also really nice. Let's try it. I think this is, like, the opposite of Jury, where you're, like, happy to have this, because you're gonna level up so fast. Honestly, apparently just roll really well. I guess I'm fine with that. I can't complain about rolling really well. Jar of Blood, that's okay. If we get lucky, what we can do... And we played it correctly, by the way. You might have been thinking, oh, Web, you forgot to go to the seaside early. The thing is, we don't want to have to potentially move the police station more than once when we're going through this mystery. So if we did one investigation early and then one investigation at the end, we're potentially moving the police station at an extra time, so... Not actually that big of a deal. So, what are the chances we do a mansion mystery next? I mean, not very high, but I wasn't really paying attention, so we're gonna move it to the mansion and see what happens. So, we want to let Kana die here, and we want to let Kana die in a way that does not negatively affect us. So, escape is bad. This just does damage to you, so we just bring Kana to the hospital. And then Kana gets erased from the timeline, we get a stat increase. That's really strong. And then next level up, we go crazy. I think that's true. Next level up, we go freaking crazy, dude. Right, so Medusa, Wordless Ward, Abnormal Arms, and Residential Recluse. Recluse, we need to have some sort of way to deal with this. So honestly... I kind of want to go, like, Abnormal Arms, and then go back to the History Club and go fishing for some way to kill the ghost. Because I'm not looking forward to this. Now, we have an extra perk, which does not equal extra attack, you know, but... This is kind of risky, and we lose so much stamina by taking this. But... I don't really think we need the luck. Stealth might be good, though. Well, I can't believe I just said that out loud. We're taking Zeal. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the History Club. After we get to all the things connecting into one place, of course. Holy Glyphs is kind of potentially Pog, but, you know. It's not Pog right now. It's very much not a good thing. Okay, this is an interesting situation where I wish we took Stealth. Do we know what you're weak to? Can we block an attack decently? It's an 85. Honestly, not terrible. We kept the empty bottle. We don't have to deal with... We need to do Recluse. That's the thing that I'm worried about. And listen, we can talk about Recluse and how the fact that it's probably one of the most punishing mysteries in the game. All the vents connect to one place. Alright, let's go gambling. I will take the first... I'm not going to be picky. I will take the first thing that kills the ghost, even if it's not good for us. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you can fight the ghost. And you're correct, but also, like, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that, man. I really don't want to do that, sister. It's still not worth it, because Yashiro is bad at combat. Tome of Rot is not good enough. Also, it's for humans, not ghosts. You can't rot a ghost. I think this is good enough. I think that this is good enough. It sucks on Yashiro because we would like to level up. This is also pretty bad, by the way. We're gonna take one, just full on, and then we're gonna go block. And we're gonna hope we get the 70%. I should have done this first, honestly. Because this determines how long we're gonna be here. Brother, it's a 70% chance. It's not that hard. Brother, it's a 70% chance. It's not that hard, brother. Oh, thank God. There we go. So we probably lose if it's the boss, but I can't really do anything about that. That was a 70% chance multiple times in a row that we missed, so it's not really my responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that I can really do about that. Like, that sets us back so far on both faith, on health. It's bad. It sets us back on EXP, too, because we have to heal our stamina. 81 EXP. God, that's rough, but the boss will have lower HP if we go in earlier. God, that's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. You want to know what's going to set us back on HP? It's going to be this. Because, oh my God. But, you know, it's fine. Now, one of the questions that you might be asking yourself is, why not... This is going back to an earlier thing from 10 minutes ago. Why wouldn't you just record your Savage Prog and then, you know, upload that as a video? I feel like I want to stream more, and working with hours and hours and hours and hours of footage is a commitment. But if you just stream, and then that has hours and hours and hours of footage, then that's a lot more workable, because all of the effort is already done, you know? It's over and done. So, if you work with, like, small, like, 30, 40-minute clips, that is a reasonable thing that you can get done in, like, 10 minutes or less. But if you are working with hours of footage, then everything just slows down. You know what I mean? Like, everything just slows down. Oh, that's great. I love that. So, it's important to be like, you know, if you're working with a lot of footage at one time, kind of sucks. Like, it's doable, don't get me wrong, but it's just a lot more work than I think a Final Fantasy series would be worth it, or like a Final Fantasy 14 series would be worth it, because like 99% of the people watching this do not care about Final Fantasy 14. So if I'm going to do any Final Fantasy 14 content, you know, it needs to be in a way that it doesn't, and this is rich because it delayed content for 2 days, but it needs to be done in a way that it does not delay content too much, you know what I mean? And of course, the funny thing is that it delayed content by 2 days, because I'm trying to get the stream to work. But I also feel like that's more of a justifiable thing, because I almost sacrificed the toy. I think it's I think it's more justifiable. I don't want to give up the bottle so easily. I think it's more justifiable because of the sole purpose. You know what? Do we just take this? I think we just take this. Like, yeah, I think that's what we just do. And unfortunately, I mean, 8 health? That's actually not bad. That's the Yashiro effect coming in clutch, honestly. I guess we can level up. I was gonna use, oh, we absolutely can use both memory extract and level up. Go ahead and hit me with quick thinking. Go ahead and hit me with this, and we're feeling pretty good about that. But, like, I feel it's more justifiable exclusively because this isn't just something for Final Fantasy XIV, even if it would primarily be used for just streaming Savage Prog. It's more justifiable because it's just streaming in general. Because, like, there were some issues with the audio and, like, the bitrate, right? Like, if I'm doing World of Horror streams, right, the bitrate doesn't really matter. This is a whatchamacallit game? Sorry, I'm going to the page. It is a 1-bit game. It's a 1-bit art style, drawn 100% in MS Paint. I don't think having some artifacts or blur is gonna, like, ruin the experience, you know? I think it'll be completely fine. But if I want to stream literally anything else, I probably do need to have that bitrate thing taken care of. And it's really annoying, too, because it's like, I don't know what happened, but my settings are just bad, and then also, like, when I change stream keys, that changes the audio. I don't know why, so I'm still using, like, my, I don't know why. I do not know why, alright? I don't get it, but I'm not gonna pretend to understand it, so let's just go, right? Let's just ball. We're just playing the ball game. Worrying Ward kind of sucks, though. This is a boss fight that we can skip. This is a boss fight that we can't. Our stats are pretty good right now. This is all damage. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we want to level up again before we go into this boss fight. But our health is so good, we just have to. You know what I mean? Like, going into a boss fight with high health, even if you're gonna eat shit immediately, is so good. Like, it's very strong. Now we're gonna have to... I'm dumb! Yes, the trees. They just look just like the waves. Now remember, we would be at, what, 47% Doom right now? If we, whatchamacallit? We would be at 47% Doom right now if we didn't do the thing. So that's 10 plus Doom for the value of the stats that we have right now. And honestly, it's kind of cooking. Does she take bonus? I hope she does. She does not take bonus. Well, we need to hit her 3 times, you know, so... I guess that would be worth it, because now we're taking 4 instead of 3. Whoops. That's okay. Just stay hydrated, drink a bottle of water. Feel pretty good about yourself. Get your faith back up. get a little embarrassed and doomed, and then, yeah, we are gonna switch this. I almost put it on the forest again. We're gonna switch this around over and over again. We never got the handcuffs. That's crazy. Force yourself into hiding. You get that EXP. You feel really good about that. And honestly, as far as Yashiro runs are concerned, this is probably one of the best ones we've ever had. The hospital is safe, so I can't complain about that. Go ahead and put this here. I think we do need to rest, just because... I don't even remember. What is the item that Yashiro gets for preparing? Like, why do we never take it? What does it do? Like, I got surprised by the whatchamacallit. I'm looking it up, though. 5% Doom is 5% Doom, but, like... Marked Bible. Well, in inventory, you regain extra stamina or reason while resting at home. Oh, okay, I don't really care about that. That's fine. That's not worth it. That's not... Listen, by getting that item, you're spending 5% Doom, when you could... And it gives you +1, when you could rest at home twice for 6 Doom, and that gives you +4, right? So it's like, nah. You'd have to rest way too many times for that to be worth it. And it gives you a bonus exclusively based on how your faith is. So if your faith is at a certain point, it'll give you stamina or reason. Not both. Nah. Absolutely not. Honestly, I probably should have rested again. Never mind. I mean, you can't tech the military exercises. You can't possibly tech that. Right. So, if we block, we're taking 2 to all. If we attack, we're taking 4 to all. Now remember, this is -8 faith. So our faith immediately eats the dumpster. In both scenarios. So this is just gonna be bad no matter what. Yeah, it's just gonna be rancid. But we should have the baseline health to survive. So let's just start with this, see where we're at. That's pretty bad. Horrible, actually, but... I mean, we can take the kill, so we should probably just take the kill, right? Like, we could try to get fancy with... I didn't know it could do that. I guess I probably should have assumed it could do that. But what was the log message? Can I see the log message that telegraphs the attack? Are you really gonna make me stop recording and start recording so I can see? Okay, I will. I'll use it as a... I'll use it as a way to smoothly transition, quote-unquote, to the trivia. But yeah, I want to see what the log message was, man. I didn't even know it could do that.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale through some technical fault. We're trying to find the fault, and we will correct it as soon as we can and go back to Emmerdale as soon as we can. Until then, we'll play a little... I'm pleased to say we can rejoin Emmerdale.
Unless the telegraph is Meat Horror scratches you, or unless Yashiro dies at, like, -10 faith, it's untelegraphed. Classic World of Horror. The World of Horror Classic. Guess today's League of Legends champion? I don't know, I've been watching the LCK. So how about Ezreal? Damn, not Ezreal, not Corki. Human, though. Oh my god, we got everything wrong. Okay, well, it's not gonna be Briar. Ari? I don't remember if Ari's a human or not. Wow, alright, mana as well. Yeah, 2011? How the hell? Okay. V is for violence? No. I don't remember when Irelia was released. Middle or top? 2010. Okay. Akali. I didn't know Irelia used mana. Not energy. Also, they're all 2010 apparently. My mistake. My mistake. Ionia? Katarina? I don't know where Katarina's from. So, top laner... is Riven? I think Riven, Riven fights Draven in the cinematic, so that's Noxus. Yeah, there we go. Here's a tip and a spear behind it. I know how to spell Callista. I'm just going through the list in my mind of champions who have spears, okay? I'm just going through the list of people who have spiky things, spear. No. Nautilus doesn't say that, I'm pretty sure. Here's a tip and the spear behind it. Fizz has a spear.
Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
Who?
Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
I ain't never heard this person's voice line before in my life. Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
You sound like a Dota 2 character, bro. I'm sorry?
Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
Alright, we're looking at the League of Legends champion list. What can I say? What can I say? I mean, I'm just gonna start guessing random male champions. Because, huh? Who? I don't know. I have no idea who. Who? Jarvan's got a spear. Is it Jarvan? I don't know what I don't think Jarvan sounds like that. I don't know. I'm just gonna go down the list of male champions who I've never played. Azir kind of has the spear. It's definitely not Braum. What the hell? I know it's not Dr. Mundo. It's not Dr. Mundo. It's not those two. I don't know, maybe the spear card? Who? It's not Heimerdinger, I know that. The amount of players who already tried this champion. I love how Pantheon and Callista are two of the highest ones, and then Pyke. He's like, yeah, no shit, Jarvan as well. Who?
Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
Zillion, maybe? I don't know. I'm going back to the champion list. It's not Kayn, right? I don't know all of Kayn's voice lines, but I don't think Kayn sounds like that. I don't know what Lucian sounds like. I don't know what Master Yi sounds like. Pretty sure I know what Olaf sounds like. Let's try Master Yi and Lucian, I guess. Jax? Malphite? Malzahar? Melio? I've never played Melio. I don't know what Melio sounds like. Maokai? Nocturne? Definitely Nunu and Willop. For sure. On God. For real. Varus? Viego? I don't know. Victor? Vladimir? Volibear? Who? I don't even feel, like, dumb at this point. I've literally just never played this character. And I've never heard this voice line from them. Like, it's not gonna be Kog'Maw. It's not gonna be anybody here. It's not Kane. It's not Rost. I'm pretty sure that's the site's name. It's Broloff, obviously. It's Ornn, Ivern. What? I don't know what Urgot, or, well, I know what Udyr. I know what Urgot sounds like. I don't know what Udyr sounds like. It kind of sounded like Yorick. When I saw Yorick's profile picture show up, I'm like, yeah, it's totally him. That's Tristana. 300 people guessed Tristana. It's not like, I don't know, like, a card Twitch? Like, Astrologian Twitch giving people the spear? No? Is it Shen? Who the hell? Ace of Spades? Thinch? Swain? Silas? I'm trying to think who has a spear. Apparently it's Xin Zhao. You know, I've never played... That's Kha'Zix, isn't it? Is that... I don't remember... I think it's the W? Yeah. I played Kha'Zix a couple of times. Yeah. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I felt so stupid. This is... I don't know. Never mind, I do. I'm just goated. I felt so dumb. I was like, who the hell? I felt so dumb. Electric Johto, that's Gen 2. So, we're just gonna go Ampharos, Hoenn, Electric, we can go Mantric, whatever it's called, this one. And then Sinnoh, that's Gen 4. So it's Gen 2, 3, and 4. We can do Luxray or Luxio. Ground Johto. This one's a little bit difficult. I think Steelix might be an applicable choice. But we could do... Groudon is too easy. Let's do Camerupt. I like Camerupt. Camerupt's my boy. Also, Hoenn normal. We love the lads. Is it like Delcatty? No, that's Gen 3. What's the, Perugly? That's normal, right? Yeah. Hippowdon for ground. Johto normal is gonna be difficult because I think they're all fairies now. Wait, Hoot. And then ground Johto, I can really only think of Steelix. And we got it. We got Hippowdon. We didn't get Luxray, we got Luxio. And it was supposed to be Minun and not Manectric. And that was supposed to be Slacking. Oh, Miltank? I don't know why I didn't think about that, because that gym leader was annoying. Fanfi is ground! I did not know that Fanfi was ground. Also, apparently... Oh, the dragons are ground, duh. Actually, apparently only 2 of them are. Or maybe nobody's guessed. No, somebody has to have guessed Tyranitar, right? I'm just blind. Tyranitar is ground, right? Anyways. Oh, Piloswine. That could have been a good one, too. Gligar is ground, too. I keep forgetting that. Okay. And then Trapinch. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Flygon is a ground. I always forget that part. But yeah, no, Alright, clean sweep. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.